Kahala Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh, Bashim Rakakadash, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh. Just want to come to you with a video. And first and foremost, before I even start this video, I want to go and give double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, Great Millstone, that's been leading leading Israel for some time now. The other brothers out here doing the thing too, but GMS is who I have followed. They had the 100% truth. So, I wanted to come to a video, speaking of, I always do things on wisdom. And reason why is because wisdom is something that is needed, and it's truth. You got to have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. This spirit has to dwell in you, the Rakakadash. If you watch videos of brothers, they always speak on the Rakakadash, because without the Rakakadash, man, you're not going to understand, how to wither through, adversities. These words become the living waters. Once you have the Rakakadash and then understand the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the reason why I said is I had an example last night. I got a chat room on Instagram, and it was a brother that came in with me, man. I don't understand what he was getting at, and the brothers got on to him and told him, rebuked him in front of him. We always got to rebuke him, 27-5. Matter of fact, I bring that out just, to edify. So, Proverbs 27 verses 5. An open rebuke is better than a secret love. Brothers want to, you rather for someone who's going off to get them back, man. And I was going back and forth, and the reason why wisdom and knowledge is understanding and is important is because you have to understand what is going on in your surroundings. While you thinking of something, and that's why meditation, Yahweh said, meditate on His words, His law, statutes, and commandments, day and night, man, because you're gonna be tested sooner or later through the wisdom and the knowledge that you study. And so with that episode last night, you kind of just think, went to my bonus room and kind of just thought, that situation. What would a king do? King Solomon always was one who would think of what to do, so that wisdom. So I wanted to come out, and do it over Proverbs chapter 1. And the reason why I believe that wisdom, and I hate to say the word I believe, because it's either is or not, but based off of the scriptures, I wanted to start off with kind of reading why wisdom is important, And so I'm just going to read, 1 through 6 right quick, and then we'll just keep on going down to some of the things that I had, in store. The Proverbs, this is Proverbs 1 verses 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equity. So there it is right there. to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment and equity. So you got to know this wisdom, man. You got to know how to discern people. You got to know how to discern the environment. So right now we're not being understood because we're in captivity. But Esau, the so-called white man, cannot get the instruction of what is a perfect law. So but if you had that instruction of wisdom and justice, then none of this stuff would be going on right now. And the judgment and the equity that you need to give subtlety to the simple. So to the simple, you got to give subtlety. To the young man, knowledge and discretion. Because when you're young, even when you come in this truth, it says be like a baby. Because you got to start all over. Whatever you done did, you got to start all over. So you have to understand some of the stuff, coming in here, when brothers start talking about spirits and, environments and, not knowing someone going off. Hey, that's the discernment. That's a discernment. So you got to be around brothers who've been in this thing a long time and understand. Because this is the reason why I'm telling you this. Verses 5. A wise man will hear and will increase his learning. So once a man of the Lord, hear that this wisdom, he will increase his learning. Why? Because he'll go and study. He would go and pray to the Most High. A man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. So a man who already have the understanding shall attain whatever he had unto wise counsel. Why? Because what he would do is take that knowledge and go to a council of men with wisdom to get the understanding, get more understanding. And that's what I had to do. I had to understand why this brother was doing it, man. Because, I came in this truth with him. It was kind of like painful at the same time that it was needed. Because I need him to be in to edify brothers. And I know he was through the scriptures, but the stuff that he was saying, a babe couldn't understand. And if that's what he did, he needed to edify us with what was important, not by, things that he needed to do. So to understand a proverb and the interpretation, the word of wise and the dark saying. And here's the most important, scripture to me. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So, I don't want to be a fool, man. I don't want to despise this wisdom that I'm getting. So I have to, how do I get knowledge, man? From the fear of Yahweh. I wanted to start at 19. So are the ways of every one that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owner thereof. Just powerful words so that you can understand and meditate. And if you don't understand, you meditate on these words. Wisdom cried out without, she uttered her voice in the streets, and that's what we do out there in the highways and the byways every week. We use the wisdom that we was taught from the apostles and elders on down from GMS, which is Great Millstone. Watch the elders' videos and a lot of brothers who've been in the truth a while, watch their videos, study the scriptures that they brung out, and then we use that knowledge, and hopefully the Most High give us wisdom to cry out in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concord. So, wherever you are, cry aloud in the city, in the chief place of concord, like your downtown area, in the open of the gates in the city. She uttered her words, saying, "How long, ye simple ones?" So that's when we out there trying to wake up the elect. So we state, "How long, you simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge." And that's what we deal with on that week-to-week basis. Trying to talk to the simple ones, man. That's what the Most High said. The simple ones love school. They love simplicity, man. They hate knowledge. They don't want to know. Because what this makes them do is change their whole character. Change what they're known to do and change to what is righteous. And a lot of people don't do that because, they always say, that the spirit is willing but the flesh is weak. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. That's all you got to do. Turn you at my reproof. Turn of your ways, man. And the Most High will give you the spirit. And I will make known my words unto you. So he would make the words unto you. But this is what he said. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught at all my counsel, and would none of my reproofs. So if you read 23 all the way down to 25, the Most High said, I'm trying to reach out and extend my hand. Do who? That the prophets on the streets and the highways and the byways, in that city of concourse that I said earlier. But he said what? But ye have set a knot all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. So you wouldn't change. So what did the Most High said in Proverbs chapter 1 verse 26? I also will laugh at your calamities. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me. So the Most High said, hey man, I'm gonna laugh at your calamities. I will mock when your fear is coming. Because it's kind of like you having a woman and you trying to, explain to her, hey, you shouldn't do these things. I'm trying to tell you, I have the wisdom to tell you what's going on, what's going to happen. But she won't listen. And then she'll come back. And then you want to kind of laugh at her calamities and mock her, But on the other hand, sometimes, it's hard for a man to do that. Then you'll come and tell her, hey, I told you, you don't want to listen, Like back in the days, they used to say, hey, a hard head make a soft ass, man. So that's what's kind of like the Most High was saying, that's me paraphrasing, not what he said, like ass and nothing, that's just me. So I don't want people, people getting all bent out of shape saying that the Most High said that, but I'm just telling you in so many words, that's what he's saying in verse 26. So like you, what he say in 27? when your fears cometh and desolation of your discretion cometh to the whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they come upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Say, hey, the Most High said, man, they're going to call upon me and I will not answer. And that's what sometimes you do to your wife or your child. Like you done told them 1,000 times not to do something and they do it. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. They might not find me, when they needed me. Once you told them 1,000 times, I'm not saying that they make mistakes once or twice, but when you tell them on and on and on and on, what else do you need to do? Turn your back and go around, man. Say, hey, man, you do it. I done told you. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 29. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord Yahweh. They hated knowledge, man. When I was younger, I didn't really care. I don't like education. I don't like it. But that was about Esau's education. I did enough to get by, because you still gotta, box and weave in this kingdom, But you just do whatever it takes to get by. But what that happens to give you a slothful way of living, So sometimes you have to do a job you don't have because you don't have the avenues to get to the job you always wanted. But now that I'm with this truth, I just do a job. And but this wisdom, what I get, increases me in so many different ways, so many different, like I said, avenues to getting downtown. I got enough, education to get me to where I need to be routed. And then the Lord give me the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to apply that to get what I need. So, hey man, this world that we live in, hey, it's all a season that we live in from season to season, man. And you're supposed to grow from it. So, for you young brothers and sisters, Akim and Akwathium, continue to push, your gifts, and continue to first and foremost read these scriptures, because there's no book in the world that has the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding like this Bible. So we'll go to 29 again. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord Yahweh. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own ways. So that's what we do when we young. We eat of our own fruits, man. We think we know everything. And then it says what? And be filled with their own devices, man. So go ahead and do what you need to do. But knowing that, hey man, every sin has to be every sin has to be paid for, man. So for turning the way of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. So that's what you want while you in this truth. You wanna bounce from right to left, right to left, right to left, or left to right, so that you can understand the world that you live in, man. This is not the world we're from. This is just a captivity that we pass through. We pass through this through learning, through understanding, and then to get the knowledge and the wisdom to endure and pass through. I was talking to a brother, a couple of days ago, who has great, knowledge and wisdom in certain areas, especially in his truth. And we was talking about how to be able to understand how to, duck and dive through this world that we live in, and don't be over righteous. So I just needed to come back and bring this out. Hope this is edifying to the Akim, and hopefully that the Akwathium, which is sisters, to go to their man and get these scriptures and be obedient to him. A lot of us don't, obedience and submissive, you think these are bad words, but they're really good. Because women, you don't understand. Your man is knowledgeable. And if you don't got a man that's knowledgeable, hey, you might not want to be kicking it with him. You want to, have that, shoot ourselves approved when you get with someone. The same way with men, when you're in this truth, you want to get a woman who understands you, understand what you in, man. This is no joke. You don't need no one to pull you out this truth. So with that being said, call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rakakadash, Baba, Shalom.